Anybody? Dish soap? You want dish soap? You want dish soap? You want dish soap? I want dish soap. Let's make it! If you're like me and you were looking for dish soap that's a liquid, non-toxic, minimal ingredients, came to the right place, because I was looking for that too and I finally stumbled upon it. We're using Sal Suds, my beloved, and kosher salt and water. Those are the 3 ingredients we are using to make our own dish soap. I have 2 cups of water that is warmed up. I'm going to be dissolving kosher salt in the water, so it needs to be warm to help with the dissolving. Kosher salt? I mean, I don't really know what the purpose of kosher salt is, but everybody's doing it, so, you know, jump on the bandwagon. It's supposed to be like helping with scouring, helping with the consistency to make it congeal a little bit more so it's a little thicker. If you have hard water, so it helps with spots on your dishes, apparently. Your opinion on this. I'm using it because it's not hurting anybody. Up to you. I don't know why it's in, but everybody does it, so there must be something. Or not, but I mean, at least I'm hanging with the cool people. This portion is from the Dr. Bronner website. The dilution cheat sheet says to use half a cup of Sal Suds and 1 quart of water. I am halving this recipe, so I'm doing a 1/4 cup of Dr. Bronner Sal Suds and 2 cups of water. Do not use this with regular iodized salt. I have tried that, of course. I mean, expect nothing less. This is what you get, so don't do that. Unless you want this disgusting, confusing experiment. So it has to be Sal Suds and kosher salt if you're gonna do this. I tried it. I failed. I'm sharing.
Keep it kosher.
Keep it. 2 cups of warmed water. If you're like me and you have a jar problem, it shouldn't be hard finding a jar of appropriate size.
Just look in the cupboard.
Oh my god, so many to remove. So I'm doing 1 tablespoon of kosher salt. Ooh, okay, yep, that's about right. First, with the warmed water, we're just gonna let that dissolve. Oh! Uh-oh. Hang on. Maybe, like, get a jar that, like, actually seals, you know? Just beware.
Like not a broken one.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with this. Maybe it's the wrong lid. Like I said, I have a jar problem. It's highly likely that I mixed up the lid. I'm just waiting for this to dissolve entirely. It's getting there. It'll get kind of clearer as time goes on. So I don't know, this takes like maybe a minute or so for it to fully dissolve. Maybe I'll pause it and then I'll see you when it clears up. Here is it fully dissolved. It is clear now. This is my 2 cups of water and 1 tablespoon of kosher salt. Now we're going to add the Dr. Bronner Sal Suds. This one.
It's a big jug.
I know. It smells like pine, FYI.
It's like we're in the forest.
My favorite. I love pine and rosemary. It's just all those earthy. 1/4 of a cup in here. Oh, I can't see the. There we go. I like this because it's a concentrate. This is gonna go a long way. I have made 3 batches of dish soap with this already. Look how little I've used. And I'm upset that this is plastic, but because it's a hard plastic, at least it'll get recycled. Beyond that, I can use this to make a huge batch at a time when I use it up. So I'll probably use it for that purpose. Anyway, coming out of the rabbit hole, 1/4 of a cup of Sal Suds into here. Over time, just like the kosher salt, this will just normalize out. I have a batch that I made a while ago. This is the one that I've been using to refill my soap container, but if you see this one, it's more soapy looking and consistent. I don't know. I'll probably just leave this to hang out for a few days. Probably longer because I have this one to go through first. See, this is my jar problem. Look, it's rice and then I just dish soap, you know? Or is it rice? I don't know. I'll show you guys the consistency of it in my hand, I guess. Okay, here's the consistency of it. It's kind of... You can't show anything, really. Well, I'm gonna rinse my hands because it works. It's super effective. It works really good for grease. Oh my goodness. I had another natural soap that did not work as good for grease at all. I had to use a different soap to get it off, but this one works really well for getting grease off and oil. Thank you. And it smells like pine. And it's EWG verified. And I can make it myself. And it's minimal ingredients. So I'm sharing that with you because I love it. If you want it to be more foamy, foaming pumps, guys. Basically, if you have a foaming pump, anything can be super sudsy. So I'm just gonna take that off. I'm not gonna actually use this. That's a lot less foamy than I thought it would be. Very soapy, very sudsy. So yeah, if you want it to suds up more, definitely get a foaming pump.
It worked better last time we tried it.
No, it works really good with the other Dr. Bronner. So if this works for you, it works for me. I'm sharing it. If you don't like it, then don't do it. So that's what I do to make my own dish soap. Thanks for hanging out with me. I think I've said everything there is to say about dish soap.
I guess dish soap doesn't necessarily need to be foaming. You want it to be more liquid so it can absorb into the sponge.
Yeah, that's true. It smells like pine! It smells like the forest.
Which forest?
I don't know. It's more like a cedar.
Like a spooky forest?
No, like one that's like on a cliffside with the beach. Anyway, tangent. Dish soap all over, but it's non-toxic, so thanks for hanging out with me. This is how I make dish soap and make a mess.